Wow. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages. How's everybody doing tonight? We hope you're doing well. Fernando, how are you?
How you guys doing today?
He's hiding out of frame over here, but you'll get enough of him later because he'll be working the Fernando cam. Hold on, let me do this, and we'll pull that up. There, you can kind of see him right there. You can see the cool 5-star. There you go. There he is. There's Fernando. All right. We have a heck of a show for you tonight, guys. For those of you that aren't aware of the person standing next to me, this is Mr. Seth Halstead from JVC Kenwood. That's right, JVC Kenwood. That's the show that we had a while back as far as how those two companies and why they're called that. So we're not even going to talk about that tonight. But that just means that we have double the amount of stuff to play with tonight.
That's right.
And as you saw from the Fernando cam there, we have stuff all hooked up and ready to go. So we are going to be hoping that the camera doesn't die, and we'll go from there. Yay. So how you been?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just great.
I mean, incredibly busy as always. Whenever we have a lot of new product launches, so much of that legwork, at least on my end in marketing, happens before it ever really hits the market. And so that's where, I get to learn a lot about the products and spend a lot of time with them. And so that's what I've been doing lately is really getting to know this whole new set of products that we have. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, the cool thing is we're going to show you some products that are readily available tonight. And then later on, we're going to break your hearts and tell you about some of the products that aren't going to be available anytime soon.
But that's also cool because it means nobody's ever seen them before.
So yeah, but cool. Hey, you got to take the good with the bad.
That's right.
You got to take the good with the bad. So how would you like to get started tonight? What are you thinking?
Well, so closest to us here, we've got a whole table of Kenwood product.
Okay.
So it'll probably be fun to go through some of these new products and just kind of give everyone an idea of what's changing from one product generation to the next, and maybe play around with them a bit.
So for me, I feel like the 709, just because it's the sexy beast that it is. I want to kind of start there.
All right.
Because I'm a dessert first kind of guy. And
right.
I feel like that's the dessert. So if we get Fernando to head over there,
all right.
And now we may, if it periodically blacks out, we might be having some problems with the camera that we just all of a sudden figured out we were having. So we'll make the best of that, and if it gets really bad, we'll come up with plan B. But I don't care. Right now it's working. So Fernando's setting up the shot, as we can see that guy right there. Right now it looks like it's going through some iData.
Yeah. So really right now you can see that this has an iData Link Maestro connected to it. We've got it connected just in demonstration mode, so you can get an idea of what the GUI, the GUI looks like with some of the Maestro features. So maybe I should back up for a second and say that this is a product, the DMX709S, that has just literally begun shipping here over the course of the last several days. So this is a product that really takes our entry-level receivers that support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and kicks them up a notch to have several more really cool features. That's one of the things that's really great about our company, is that we offer a whole selection of products to meet virtually everybody's price point and everybody's necessity or requirements. And so this is really a solution product that takes that entry-level Apple CarPlay and Android Auto experience and kicks it up several notches. One such is that it allows an iData Link Maestro to be able to be connected to it. So with an iData Link Maestro connected to this receiver, this happens to be our Exelon version. So we have an Exelon, which is the DMX709S, as you see here. And then we have our Kenwood regular line, the DMX7709S.
Okay.
Really, the primary feature differences are that on this 709, you'll notice that the 709 has HD radio built into it.
Okay.
And then it also has, besides HD radio, 5-volt pre-outs. And then we'll talk about kind of a few other things, but those are the main kind of bones that you get going into this Exelon. Probably one of the most popular is, of course, Exelon has that 2-year warranty on it as well. So
and I see right here that you have the HDMI.
Yeah, so you see that one of the requests that we got was, I want something that's budget friendly, but I really want those extra fun things like an HDMI input.
Correct.
So as you remember with our products and even the new 10.1s, we had kind of a recessed HDMI input. Now on this product here, if I turn it around and I can keep it in frame and not disconnect it, that'd be incredible. You can see here that we also used a recessed input for the HDMI, but it's an HDMI type D, so it's a smaller style connector. So we now sell an automotive grade HDMI cable, the KCA-HD200, that allows you to connect into there and then provides that HDMI traditional type A cable.
Just to be clear, it doesn't come with the radio. You have to buy separately.
Correct, the cable itself. So it's a universally available HDMI type A to type D cable. It's a type D input. And again, we sell an automotive grade version of that, which is heat spec, fire rated automotive grade. So that's a great option. It also allows for easy fitment. But one of the things we really pride ourselves on is how we make the fitment work on this. So because it's recessed, then it's not taking up any more space. Now you do notice, of course, it's shallow chassis, so maybe not as big of a deal, but nice to have that room to be able to work inside the dashboard.
No, and it's great because sometimes you as installers trying to put everything, all the harness behind the radio, and you knock it out. The HDMI. This one actually locks the HDMI, so you don't have to worry about it. That's very nice.
Great point. And then it's got the USB, traditional USB cable that you can route wherever you'd like to.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the GUI, you can see we've still got our 2 pages of gauges. So with the gauges, you can go ahead and you can select from either the needle there by tapping it or having just the blue lines. Pushing and holding will let you go into a screen that lets you change what specific gauge is being displayed there. So if you want to display, for example, engine load, again, we're just in Maestro demonstration mode, but it'll still change that and allow you to see what exactly is available for your specific vehicle when it's flashed to that vehicle. So gauge is super popular, of course. Climate controls, we showed a little bit earlier, have some nice kind of fun things. You'll see the seats change color. It shows you kind of having some climate type air coming out.
Yes.
So, just some small updates that keep attention.
That you actually know that it's working.
Yeah. Get this. So on our previous generation, the car was actually sideways like this. And so we kind of got some complaints. They said, why the heck do you not have it facing the way the car is facing?
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's a small change, but hey, we listen, we pay attention, and we made that change. Here again, you can just see vehicle tire temperature, pressure information. So easy to access there. Radar detector integration with both the K40 and Escort radar detectors. Again, specifics based upon an RR and RR2 with Escort, of course.
Yeah.
But fully available and displayed on this receiver itself. So a few other things I'll point out with this we also changed to this capacitive touch screen. Capacitive touch panels known usually more for precise points of accuracy. It's like what your cell phone, what a smartphone has, that capacitive touch style. A little more of the family look at the entry to mid-level price point for products. So a little bit brighter display as well. Always helpful in a vehicle type environment.
Yeah. And
again, that built-in HD radio on this Exelon model.
And that's very important right there. You guys pack this radio. Let's go back to the regular camera right here. So you actually pack this radio with every single feature that you guys can think of.
We put in enough features that, get you from one level of product to the next.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a cost involved in all of this. And so if you want HDMI, you want to have your OEM features retained, you want that extra fun stuff with an iData like Maestro, you kick it up to this notch. All right.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the best of the best in sound quality or picture quality, I shouldn't say that. sound quality, we're there.
Yeah.
Right. That's what really differentiates our products from a lot of our other competitors' products, in our opinion.
Yep.
Sound quality is always something that we spend a lot of time on, a lot of investment on.
Right.
And that's important to us.
Yeah.
And so all of our products are going to sound good, but we do have top level products where we use higher dollar sound quality components in, which makes sense. We have our top of the line 10.1 that has a high definition screen.
Beautiful screen, yes.
So again, there's, and parametric EQ.
Love that.
So again, that's, it's stepping stones. It's stepping stones that make sense for each person.
We actually recently installed one of these radios, and when we power up, it's like, oh my God, wow. But now that I see all the things that you actually show me right now, it's like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually, it's pretty cool.
Something that gets confusing for a lot of people, and even for us as a manufacturer, is, we had a previous generation of product that had a numbering scheme like our DMX709S, and you come into expecting that, the next generation is just going to kind of be the same and change some things.
Yeah.
But what we did is that, people have changed, electronics have changed, desires have changed, and really the most popular thing that most everyone is wanting is just CarPlay and Android Auto in their car.
100%, yes.
And then there's been a lot of need and request for things like an HDMI input. And so we kind of took all of that feedback and took all of that change in a mindset and said, well, let's kind of split these differences from what people want at this price point to this price point, and one product generation to the next. And it's not like there's been a product generation of a 706 to a 707. With the pandemic and everything that changed, that's all aside. So it's almost like a fresh start, and really a new generation of product with some, again, some really great step up features.
Yes, no, I like it. This is a good question right here, right there. Are one of the top level products shallow chassis?
Oh, good question. So we do have some top level products. Now, when we say top level, we kind of have our top level 10.1, which are not a shallow chassis.
Yep.
And then we have our top level, which would be like our 9 series.
Okay.
So for example, current product would be the DMX957XR in the Exelon reference line. However, our next generation of product, like our DMX958XR, which is not yet available, that is going to have a shallow chassis. So we are moving that direction on our digital multimedia receivers. In fact, pretty much all of our digital receivers, meaning no CD mechanism, are all in the process of being transformed to that shallow chassis. We agree that that's the right move to make.
Yes, that's very good. So is anything else that you want to show in the software of the radio? Now we have the new camera.
Yeah, unless you guys can think of anything that I forgot on these, I covered, I think, what probably makes the most sense on these. Any other thoughts?
I mean, you can still move all the icons around. It still has the full audio pack. That
5 volt.
5 volt pre-outs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
your time alignment, your EQ, you can go in here and you can change all the fun stuff that you'd like to. You've got your, let's see, we go to a user type setup, and then you can do just like that. You notice the response time is nice and fast on that.
Yeah, to me, I think where Kenwood really sells it is when you get into sound effects. This to me is the page that most manufacturers kind of fall flat. Loudness is really important. Bass boost is great for classic music, but space enhancer, stage EQ, and realizer really take it to the next level of holy crap. I didn't realize that I didn't have access to those things. And it was kind of funny because, when we were at Knowledge Fest in Orlando, a gentleman asked me to come out to his car. He's like, dude, you got to hear my car. You got to hear my car. You got to hear my car. So finally at like Saturday at 2 a.m, walked out to listen to his car. I got in his car and it was like, oh, you got a Kenwood radio? He's like, yeah. It's okay. So we're listening to it. And he's playing all his songs. And so then I said to him, I said, hey, can I go into the radio? He's like, yeah, man, do whatever you want. And I went right to that page. And the first thing I did was turn on loudness. because we were listening at a low level. He goes, "Wait, what did you do?" I was like, "I turned down loudness." He's like, "Well, I heard that was bad." I was like, "We're listening to it at an extremely low level. It's not going to be bad.
Time, right.
This is the time for loudness to shine." Did you turn off record?
No.
Oh. So, it was one of those things where it was just kind of like, holy crap, this is really cool. And he was just kind of blown away by, being able to add loudness. And then, your 13-band EQ as a global EQ. So he had it all set up, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, it's really kind of lifeless, and it's like, here, do this. And he's like, oh. And I said, does it sound better? And he's like, yeah. And I said, all right, then, it's all good.
Yeah. So like I said, at the end of the day, that's something that we have always and will continue to pride ourselves on, is sound quality and user customization for sound. So it's very, very important.
What do you got, Fernando?
Somebody asked right here about any new products on the high-res music streaming.
So that's going to be, like I talked about earlier, that DMX9 series, like the 958. We'll have other replacement 9 series. So look for those to come perhaps later this year, or early into 2023. But we'll have some nice support for high-res audio into that 9 series product.
Okay. Nice. Are you going to move to the next?
Yeah.
To the next radio?
Sure. Well, you get this ready here.
Okay.
Keep looking at the wrong thing.
What's up, guys?
You want to
say hello to everyone.
So one of the things that's pretty cool is that recently we've begun shipping, and some of these have hit the market, some of these have not, like you're seeing now. But we have a whole slew of next generation audio receivers. Now, with audio receivers, that means that it does not have that touchscreen digital media display, but still is an excellent type of a product for a vast majority of users that don't have a space, desire, anything for a multimedia receiver.
Well, yeah, they just don't want to do. They don't want to do everything. They want. It's like, we, believe it or not, we still sell a decent amount of single DINs and
non-screen
radios.
A lot of
used cars out there right now that need some upgrades.
We have plenty of people that they don't want a screen. They just want regular HD radio. Bluetooth. Correct.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, this is terrible.
Yep, you need to have that. So some of the core things with our audio receivers are that, for the most part, and as you'll see here, we have dual phone connection for Bluetooth. So 2 phones can be connected simultaneously to make and receive phone calls, which is great for a business and personal phone. With the X-Line,
just on that point, because a lot of people might not understand that means you can have 2 phones paired, and no matter which one rings, it will auto answer that.
Yeah, the majority I'd say the majority of receivers in the market are just a single phone can be connected at one time. So if I was in the car, and I had a business and personal phone,
party mode.
Well, there you go. That's Bluetooth audio. Another story. You can have 5 phones connected and
party mode. Pick which one you want to go.
That's a big family right there.
We call a music mix in our Kenwood line. It's pretty neat function. But so with this radio here, a double DIN is great because it has a nice large screen, super large buttons, easy to access. And in the world of audio receivers, let's face it, the technology advancements, we kind of have reached the top for the most part for advancements. However, Alexa came to be in the last couple of years, and we started integrating Alexa into our audio receivers so that you could press a button and say, Alexa, take me to the nearest coffee shop. And then you get directions over audio. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a basic way of getting map, or if you have your smartphone that you're using, a great way to be able to use things kind of like a mock map. But this year, what's new on all of our new audio receivers with Alexa built in is now in the whole Alexa mindset, you can just say, Alexa, and then all of a sudden it wakes up and it starts listening and it lets you speak to it. So as opposed to having to perhaps, hopefully not, but take your eyes off the road and press that Alexa button, which is right there, which you can still do.
Right.
You can just say Alexa and it wakes up. So hopefully that is something that just makes things a little bit easier, a little bit safer. And you'll see that throughout the product line this year with our audio receivers.
Yeah.
So that's what's fun this go around. That's the new big thing for audio receivers, as fun as they can get.
Now, the other thing too is, not to take away from this guy, but it still has all the audio presets that some of the bigger units have. So you still have a crossover, you still have
Full time alignment,
digital time alignment. So you can do the basic sound processes that are in the video screens in these. So like, here's digital time alignment, position, distance, gain, and you can, let's go back into gain. You can left gain, right gain.
It's a little bit easier on the 3-line display versus the single DIN, but what makes it
Yes.
10 times easier is if your phone's connected over Bluetooth, you just download the Kenwood remote app, and then you have your smartphone to be able to go in and just touch screen control it all. So another way that without having to purchase a touch screen, you can simply just use the app and control all of these fun settings. You can change the color easily and all the audio settings directly from the app. Plus, you can use the app for other things, volume, track up and down if you're a ways away from the receiver in a different type of a circumstance.
Well, and since we're talking about colors, and this guy is scrolling through the colors, and even though it's going to be a rough segue here, I'm going to try it, and that is this guy.
I'm glad you did, because I'm pretty excited about this.
You zoom back some here so we can get it all in frame. What am I holding here?
So a little preface to this. This is our brand new, never before seen Exelon Motorsports 10-inch subwoofer. So a little bit earlier this year, we introduced a new line called Kenwood Exelon Motorsports. So our Exelon Motorsports line began with a couple of amplifiers. And as you will see this year, later this year, and going into next year, it will grow expansively. And the latest and greatest of offerings from this line is our 10-inch subwoofer. So this checks all the marks, right? It's a 4-ohm subwoofer. It's Marine Motorsports IPX6 rated, so it's designed to have direct splashes of water on it. It has everything built in and ready to go. So not only 300 watts of RMS power handling.
It's heavy, and I'm just because I'm standing here holding it.
It's built well. It sounds incredible, and again, it checks all the marks with what everyone's been asking for. They want to have lights and fun with it. So you can go ahead and you can change it to all the different colors. Ooh. You can have it fly around in a fun, different mode. And, we've got bright shining lights on.
I was going to say, Fernando,
now, but
turn off the lights.
Yeah, without the lights on, you'd see just how much more
shut the backlight off.
It can do. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All the different modes that it has. So yeah, you can go into party time, or again, we'll just go to a few different colors here so you can get an idea.
Music?
It's 21 different colors.
So let's talk about the 21 different colors for a minute, because a lot of
I don't know all of them.
I know, I'm not asking. Most of the time when you have something like this, there's the RGB lighting, red, green, blue, and you have the 4 wires here, but I don't see that coming off of this guy. I just see these 2 plugs here, the soldered thing, and of course power and ground the way I've hooked up to it. What am I looking at? Let me zoom in just a little bit so that they can kind of get a closer look.
You may have seen over the course of the last year or two, we've also come out with some speakers, some 6.5-inch speakers in the Kenwood regular line of Marine Motorsports products with LEDs built into them. And when our engineers went about designing these products, we said, we want to have something that's simple to install, that's really designed and built to last for the long run. And so in keeping that in mind, and being that you typically want to have more than one of these, more than one speaker, etc., we wanted to come up with a really simplistic process. So what we did is we made it so that you've got a power and ground that you connect to one of the speakers and one only.
Okay.
And then after you've connected the power and ground, these RGB wires, which are a set of 4 wires, we include inside of the box these little connectors
Male and
that
female ends.
yep, that allow you to plug from one to the next. So you don't have to run power and ground to any of the
Okay.
others, up to 6 pairs of speakers. So it could be 12 speakers.
I was gonna say 12
or
speakers.
it could
Okay.
be, multiple subwoofers and several speakers.
So
and
you've come up with your own
Our
RGB
own system.
All
so
right.
so it connects together. But what's great about that is you're not having to install a light kit. You're not having to, the LEDs you can kind of see
Yeah,
inside of there underneath
yeah.
there. They're already done. They're protected and they're ready to go. So it's very simplistic. But what's great about it being simplistic is that's something that's not going to be subject to issues over time.
Yeah, we like easy.
Easy and reliable. And then of course you've got the remote control. The remote's the only part that's not waterproof itself, of course, by nature.
Yeah,
but,
don't leave these on.
But it
the
is
sun.
RF. So
Yeah, still don't leave these on.
no,
the sun.
don't have to point it directly at there, but put it on your keys, and it's got a little notch for that, and you're good to go. And then this will control again just all of the speakers that are connected together through this.
Oh, so they'll just all change colors accordingly.
Right. And
Very
so
cool.
this is going to be available in both a white grill version and a black grill version.
Oh, okay. That was
So
my
we'll
next
have,
thing.
Have two different styles
Okay.
of these subwoofers.
There
so-
you go.
I think I have the.
Well, we'll get to that. I was gonna say we're gonna.
I was
We're
going to
gonna-
say we had the box to one.
Yeah, check it behind you.
Bam! It's up there.
It's right behind you.
So you get an idea of what it looks like. The black subwoofer, same as this one here. Here's the XM104WL.
Yeah.
The black
Yeah.
one naturally would be the BL.
All right, I got one right there.
Marine Audio has gone away from single DID head units. Is Kenwood coming out with a new Marine Motorsport head unit? Ooh,
What
dang.
a question. Here's what I can tell you. We also are paying attention to trends, and like you've seen us implement so many changes into our products based upon feedback. It's something that is important to us, and we see that there's a lot of growth in marine and motorsports, hence our Exelon Motorsports new endeavor. And it's something that we're going to be growing quite a bit with, and I'll just say I think you will be happy over time.
Okay. Wow, that was very subtle.
What?
Oh no, hey man, that's what it is. So Fernando's doing a quick changeover for us, and of course then we'll shoot back over there because, before we switch tracks to the other company we're here to play with, what do we miss that we should talk? Oh, I know what it is. Let's just pull the Band-Aid off. So the 709 is of course shipping now.
Correct.
It's already in stores. It's already live. You can find it. But the 9, we got some bad news.
The 9 series,
9 series.
like a while back at the Master Tech, we were showing the DMX958XR, and you got to show the viewers that. And so that's been in production. But there's been some parts delays, which are just natural, nothing crazy, but different suppliers we've had to shift to. So those will push out. Those just won't ship here until perhaps later this year, early 2023 on the 9 series. So the good news is that the current generation 9 series, we were able to pull in enough inventory to continue that going. And other than the shallow chassis, the changes are minimal.
Right.
So we still have a great set of product to continue on at that
Yeah,
level.
because we've looked at that one, and it didn't really. It's not really. Obviously, it's going to have the better Alexa.
Well, we don't have Alexa on our multimedia receivers.
So there we go. I don't have to worry about Alexa.
So you don't have to worry about that on those. We have them on the audio receivers, but we haven't implemented them on our multimedia receivers as of yet. There's a lot that goes into the certifications with all of this, and you'll see different companies doing things different ways. Like for example, how we had WebLink a few years ago, and we decided that didn't make the most sense. We didn't, it didn't work the way that perhaps we'd like to do things, and so switching to this HDMI. So sometimes decisions on different platforms are made really in the best interest of our customers, of our dealers, and it's not that we don't want to do it. I'm sure at some point we probably will come out with it, but we haven't come up with the right way to implement it yet.
Right.
That
And
makes
there
it
again,
easy
I
and
don't
sensible.
know if the guy that, like myself,
Mhm.
with the 1057 or 1007 or 9 series,
Yeah.
I don't really care about Alexa. I mean, I want it to sound amazing.
Right.
So to me, that is why I'm buying it, is for amazing.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's a convenience type feature. Traction's been minimal with it up to this point. So we'll see if it picks up a bit with audio receivers, and maybe that'll help us make another decision.
So I think the moral to this conversation is, for the people that are holding out for the newer version, really the short chassis is the main difference. So if that is not a determining factor in your purchase, then just move ahead with the 9 series.
Right, absolutely. And it's no hidden fact, because we showed it before. The other real difference is that it's got that HDMI Type D input.
True.
Which you can use our CA-C3 AV adapter cable and just use
so you can still,
an HDMI converter to go in through
if that's
HDMI.
something you're buying that for.
Yeah, so if you need it, you can do that. And the other difference was the type of USB. We went to USB-C, so the other one has USB-A. So at the end of the day, there's some cool upgraded features on there. But at the flip side, unless you have a vehicle that inhibits the ability to do a full chassis installation, no dramatic need. It was already one of our best levels of products, so no need for significant change.
I need a battery.
Well, here, why don't you?
Yeah.
I'll do this. Why don't you talk to Fernando here and tell him about,
right,
since we've switched to JVC. Why don't we talk about the CS-MS620?
I want to talk about this one.
Oh, I gotta grab something while you're doing.
All
that.
right, so
get this.
Check this out. This one, it's very nice. It's of course like brand new. Look at the design. We're gonna have another guy actually explaining us about all these JVC speakers.
You're doing great, Fernando.
I know. We just want to say,
boom.
There you go.
Yeah,
and we
there
have
There
Seth from JVC.
We got it.
Perfect.
So how convenient was that?
Oh my God! I remember
it's
Josh. We went to this event. What was the event that we went?
Yeah, we went to the
Go Fast, and he's like.
Here's the deal. At the end of the day, we have 2 dedicated brands. We have our JVC line. We have our Kenwood line. We have 2 dedicated sales staffs. They're run 2 completely different ways. But there's a few of us, being that our parent company is JVC Kenwood, that, for example, in the marketing department, that do cover both brands. And so, being that I live close enough to you guys to be able to drive over here, and that I'm one of the few people in the company that do represent both brands specifically, that it's really the best service for everyone watching to be able to get a chance to see products from both brands.
Exactly.
So, all joking aside, it's
this
great.
is really nice. So
this is really cool. So this is a CS-MS620. This is a marine grade, really a motorsport speaker.
Okay.
Our JVC line, something that we're really going for is rugged products that are built to last. And so this product here, this is something that we said, okay, well, we need to be able to find, to provide an relatively inexpensive product that is still rugged and built to last.
Okay.
And so this is something that was actually much so designed in-house, that Daniel that works at our company did a phenomenal job with. He does a lot with packaging and with product design. And so we were able to really create something that looks fun, that looks unique, but is very, very rugged. And again, it just is, it's hitting the mark. Imagine these in just a little UTV or a golf cart or something like that. Just a great product at really a great price point.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like the real selling point on this is the price point.
It really is. And, we don't talk about pricing type things much. I don't even know it, but, off the top of my head, you're talking, like a retail $50, $60 type product, and pricing changes all the time now. So who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we're not talking a $300 set of speakers, but we're talking about a product that performs like a set of several $100 speakers.
Some of the key features of this is, which you guys really, if you'll notice that the tweeter is actually mounted to the spider legs here, and the mid bass is free to move underneath that. Why that's important for a marine speaker is that if you had the tweeter connected to a pole piece in the center, you'd have to have some kind of a gasket around that. That's one of the things that makes the speaker more expensive. So by designing it with the spider legs to hold the tweeter suspended over, it's essentially a component driver, although it is lined up like a coaxial or multi-element driver.
Nice.
But you end up with, you know, it's super rugged, man. I mean,
yeah,
it feels nice.
Let me see.
Yeah,
it is pretty rugged. Yeah.
All right. On to the next thing.
What do we
Fernando is
have?
going to pop over to here with you, Seth. And since we just talked about what I would consider kind of the Kenwood version of this, but a little bit different, let's take a look at this guy because this has a little bit different twist to it.
You know, with our JVC line, it's really a big push on not only being built to last and rugged, but it's also about, you know, fun and that younger generation and appealing to just.
Right before you said that, I was thinking, damn it, I really like the line, because I'm a lights geek. I know I am. I had lights in my car, but I was looking at that going, I want this one.
So even though there's similarities between different products with our different brands, there's also quite a bit of a difference because, again, even if all things exactly the same, let's say if everything was the same on the back end, if the look of this appeals to you more so in the display, then it's a totally different radio to you. And you only want this one versus that one. Well, that's the same thing that we do with our products. And there's several things about that. You notice that the way that the volume knob looks and reacts, the way that the buttons look on here, the way we have these designed, this fun little line around here.
I love the line.
You can change all of the different colors. Even the display itself, you'll notice it's a very, very different look. So it's quite cool. We also do something that just kind of for aesthetics and for the way most vehicles work, that's pretty cool, that's unique to our JVC product as well. And if you notice on the side there, how it kind of has that angle up like most dashboards do.
Yeah,
so
you will
going like that. It's a little bit thicker on the bottom. And then I can't do it with my fingers, Fernando. You're the expert.
No, yeah, you can actually see it. Right
oh no,
there.
you can totally see it.
You can totally
bottom,
see it how it's.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. So just a fun look. And so this is again going to have Alexa built in with Alexa voice activation. We've got a CD version of this, and then we've got two digital media receivers, our 850 and the 855. The KWM709S is going to be the BTS. It's going to be our next generation of digital media receivers that didn't have a previous generation. So it's a step up.
Right.
So with digital media, we have the shallow chassis, but then we have some step up features like 4-volt pre-outs, 3 sets of 4-volt pre-outs at that with this new 855. So, and then of course, got to have the CD player still.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of CD players. So here, the KW-R950 BTS has that built-in CD player. So again, as you take a look at the way that the screen itself looks and the way that things work on here, you notice just how different the display is, how unique the display is, how you get into the different settings. Again, you want to change the audio. Well, if you just want these basic settings, it's just EQ right there. It's very, very simple.
Yeah.
Press and hold to be able to access your subwoofer instantly. A lot of people like a quick subwoofer turn on. So just press and hold and it pops up the subwoofer level control. If we go back here, you press and hold the menu button. You can access all of the menu features. Track up and down. Simple to get to. Be able to answer your phone calls or answer, hang up, real easy to be able to access that information. So again, just we'll get into the audio settings here. Color settings. You'll see that you've got several different selections. You've also got different zones. So you've got a zone here and a zone here. So you could change one to be, we'll go with a red tone there. And then you can change specifically, just how much of it you want it to be. Do the same thing with another zone.
Very nice.
So again, fun user customization.
No,
very cool.
I like it. Any question, guys?
Well, we have the map question price, but right now, like map is
Well, it does.
There's not really much we can do on that one at the moment, just because like these prices, these are new products, so
Yeah.
it's more showing the new products, and pricing is
Almost all
somebody
of the
else.
audio receivers are between 100 and 200 bucks.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the stepping points from one step to the next is like 10
Yeah.
bucks on these. So
Yeah, it's extremely reasonable.
yeah,
That's
so
really
that's
nice.
when you're looking at our website and you see what's available and you go from, you know, one to the next, you'll notice that it could just be HD radio gets you that next bump. So because audio receivers, there's not a lot of crazy, you know, technology. When you're looking at one product to the next, you want to look at how many pre-outs it has, the
Just
pre-out
go to the right
voltage.
column, man.
Yep, you
Just buy the best one.
Just go from one level to the next.
No, just buy the best one.
Go for it.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest. When you're looking at one of those, you just buy the best one you make.
Yeah, well, we hope so. And you know, something else that's really great about our JVC product line is our K2 technology. So our K2 sound technology stems from our Victor Studios in Japan. That's what really digitally restores the music back to its original state as much as it can. And that's something that, just about every one of our receivers has built into it.
Well, speaking of, we've all seen this guy now, so let's switch to the next guy, because we know this is pretty much what everyone is this is what they all want. So let's take a look at this bad boy.
So this is the new KWM780BT. This is a product that is just in its infancy of beginning to ship. And this is a product that's designed for somebody that has come in looking for, you know, if you're just looking for something that does Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but you want to kick it up a notch to
a full
really,
notch.
really
What are you talking
several
about?
notches.
I was gonna say this is
Several
more.
notches.
This is more than just one notch. I mean,
Several notches. You've got your 3 sets of 4-volt RCA pre-outs as opposed to 2-volt pre-outs. You've got multiple camera inputs. So you'll see here there's a camera 1 and a camera 2 input. This actually says video out, but this is the AV in. This is the rear camera input. The other one is the front camera here. But front camera,
let's back it down. There we go.
front camera, rear camera, and then this AV in here. I will show you a trick about that AV in if we flip it around. So the AV input itself, when we have the receiver in AV off mode, you can actually go into the settings here, and this will give us a good chance to look around at the way that the settings look, and you'll see the AV input can be changed from camera to AV in.
Back out of there so we can refocus on your hand. There you
So
go.
it has, in essence, 3 camera inputs. So our entry-level CarPlay product, the KWM56, 560, or 660 and 66 with the DVD mechanism.
Yeah.
Those have just that single camera input. So this allows you to add in a front camera, a rear camera, perhaps a couple of side cameras instead of a front camera along with the rear camera. Any combination of those 3 camera inputs.
Yes.
Very cool.
This is also iData-Link Maestro compatible. We had that demo RR flash to the other earlier, so now it's not connected to this, but it does have that Maestro RR compatibility.
Perfect.
Built-in HDMI, so you've got your HDMI Type D input there, recessed on the back side.
Very nice.
USB input. And again, you'll see here we have some fun things with this JVC product. So if I take you back over to the home screen, so from the home screen itself, if we go into the settings, you're going to see something here that's listed as key, which is key customize. So this is unique to our JVC product line in that you want to instantly go to one of your settings here. So key 1, for example, if we wanted key 1 to always take us to our time alignment,
Okay.
we'd select time alignment there. Now, at any point in time when we're going to select our pop-up menu here, if we select this function button, then this function button here has these 4 settings here that take us to the different selections that we had just selected.
Okay.
So, for example, here, you notice that this would be our time alignment right there if we had an active source playing, which
Okay.
we don't have an active source playing. So again, it just gives you these shortcut commands. So again, for demonstration purposes, I'll take us back here into the home screen, we'll go into settings and then key. Let's change key number 3, which was screen adjustment. Let's change that to equalizer. When we back out of here now, we'll go ahead and access the home screen. So anytime you're on that home screen, then you can select the central button to change the clock from GPS sync to manual. But what we'll do here is we'll select the function. Anytime you pop that, boom, takes us directly into what we had selected. I didn't select the right one there because
there you go.
Because it was grayed out. And why is it grayed out?
Because you don't have an AV source
We
selected.
don't have a source selected.
So
So
we
we'll
just,
go ahead and go to tuner. We'll hit function, boom, EQ, quick and easy to go. Now it's great we have a source selected now because you can also see that we have these icons here. But with JVC, you don't have to use icons. You just slide your finger to the right,
you know,
slide your finger to the left.
that was the best part of when I was doing
Does it
JVC
have the-
because it still has
Oh, the volume.
the
Yeah.
volume.
There's your
So
volume
you can
knob.
see,
So that's just your touch control. So for those that, think that they need to have a knob over there, well, guess what? Any point in time, you just scroll your finger left or right to be able to change the volume control.
yes.
So we'll go this way, volume up, this way, volume down, track left, track right, all sorts of other fun
Yes.
features with JVC.
I love that about JVC. It has the ability to just change whatever. I actually did that accidentally, and I was doing this, moving the radio, and I'm like, oh, what just happened?
Yeah.
This
it's
is so
fun.
Well,
cool.
you thought it was funny because you
Yeah.
showed me.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm gonna tell thee this.
And you think about it when you're in a car driving.
Yes.
That way you don't have to try to find that exact icon. You can keep your eyes on the road and, anywhere on the screen, you can go to this side, you can go over to this side and circle. So it's sensing that movement
Yes.
from all over the screen. So
Yeah.
it's really it's a driver safety type feature.
Very good.
Way to spin it.
All right.
Way
see
to
what you
spin
did. I
it
see what
for
you did
sure.
there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. I see what you're saying there.
All right. So we have one more.
Let's raise the camera up a little bit because
Yep.
that
Hang
needs
on.
to go.
Let me
I want to take this moment right here. Apologize. The camera. Normally we have a wireless system, works really well, and today it just decided to
wanna
not
work.
do that. So, for those of you worried about the little icons, I apologize. Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Weber.
Just
Fam, 1,
very
2, 3,
cool.
4, JVC, just very cool.
Yeah, I
Love
agree.
it.
But I apologize. It's just we're hey, it's the joys of life.
guys.
I gotta go do more things.
All right. So let's see. Over here.
You good?
Going over here. Yeah.
All right.
This will be fun.
All right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can see what it is.
It'll be illuminating.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's
And there
go
it
over here. So for those of you that were curious what the black might look like, this is not the JVC, but it is the.
It is the JVC.
Shh. It's not the Kenwood. Sorry, man. You're killing me here.
I did.
So this is what the black will look like. Obviously, it'll look like the other one, but I feel this one has more appeal as far as what you can do with it.
Well, with our JVC line, again, going with our rugged and built to last nature, this is only going to be available as a black subwoofer in our JVC line because we're really, more interested in the motorsports type environment with our JVC product. You notice that we began shipping our waterproof amplifiers earlier this year, the KS-DR2001D, perfect subwoofer amplifier that's, again, waterproof to be able to power this sub. And then we have our KS-DR2004D, which is the 4-channel version, and again has that black and red family look with JVC. Of course, we have our Bluetooth standalone version as well, KS-DR2104DBT. You notice on the back side here, as we talked about, you've got the ability to just loop from one subwoofer to the next or one speaker to the next for the illumination. So it makes it very simple. Just connect that power and ground right there. And then you've got this remote control to be able to simply change the colors. And I don't have to point it at it. It's RF controlled. So again, it is not line of sight up to 98 foot of range. You can adjust the brightness up and down, and you can put it in all sorts of fun modes and change the speed. And
It's a disco,
You know,
baby.
whatever you want, you can make it happen in your choice of 21 different colors.
You know, there again, this is a IP6 rated woofer.
It is. It's designed to have direct splash. We had a really cool video when Japan was going through the IPX rating on this, of it just having this literal fire hose, whoosh, just totally.
Don't do that. Don't feel free to not do that. But no, I mean, there again, this is one of those things where it's like this is a pretty woofer.
And if it happens to get a spray of water here or there, it's going to be okay.
I was just thinking for the automotive side of things. I mean, it's it's compression speaker terminals, healthy magnet. It's a beefy guy.
It's a very solid subwoofer.
Plus, it already has the grill on it. So as far as I'm concerned, this is just like
and
these.
It sounds really good. These
got a rubber surround.
Subs. Yep.
The polymica style cone.
Yeah.
And the lights, you can dance to the music. I'm like 2 of these in a porta box in the back of the car. Man, these teenagers are gonna lose their minds. They'll be like, "Oh, dude, it's like a disco." Crazy. So, what do we got to look forward to with JVC?
Well, again, we're really focused with our JVC line on having a lot of fun. We're focused on having a product line that, again, is really, really built to last. And so doing more with marine and motorsports with JVC as well. You saw we had our gauge type receiver from JVC, the KD-MR1BTS.
Yes.
And so
exactly for Jeeps.
Yeah, so that's a phenomenal style receiver that fits in a lot of locations. It's water rated, so it's designed to have that direct splash on there. So that's something you'll be seeing from us, you know, kicking up a notch to the next generation here sooner than later, and some other fun, you know, marine and motorsports products with our product line. You will see that this style of receiver, the KWM780BT, a little bit later this year, we will have one that will support wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto as well.
Very nice.
So we'll have a step-up version there.
Do you remember that?
The El Chameleon line and the radio and all sorts of fun stuff. And, you know, sky's the limit. You never know what we'll be able to resurrect.
The hope is there, guys.
Again, we're trying to have fun with our JVC line. You know, a little bit later this year, we're going to get into some more fun. We want to we want to have some fun with our JVC product line. We realize that you know, there's a lot of really good history with JVC. You know, from LL Cool J, you know, rocking his JVC boombox and his rap videos, and
this is a good question about the subwoofers. Are they free air or are they meant to go in a box? Do you know?
Oh, that's a great question. So they're designed as a free air style sub.
Okay.
But in the box itself, in the packaging and on the website, we did put specs so that they are designed to be able to be built inside of a box and work inside of a box. And we did that. It's funny because you mentioned about how it could go in a vehicle and how great that would look. Well, we thought the same thing with the black subwoofers, especially. It makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Why would you not? You know, you can absolutely put them in a box. So they are spec'd both.
Oh, okay. So there you go. If you're interested, you can head over to their website and check it out. Fernando's feverishly looking through to see if he can find it.
The website will not be live because, again, nobody's seen these subwoofers.
They don't.
Wow.
We'll put that out here in the next month or two when these products begin to ship. But I had to bring something that nobody's seen before.
Well, no, it's totally
that's fun, and it's exciting. This is the time of year you want to start thinking about. You know, as you prepare for, you know, for us in Florida, it never ends, but all year long, getting ready for the motorsports season is a good time. But just putting in a vehicle, why not?
Do you want to break this guy's heart, or you want me to break it? The Kenwood Exelon radios have the same finger gesture controls, so.
No, that's unique to JVC.
Yeah,
JVC
I know,
has
right?
gesture controls. We have key customization, favorite customization. So. Again, different.
Arsenal was cool.
Different, yep.
No, I mean JVC has
Arsenal
that
was
unique.
cool.
I know, right?
Yes.
We've had lots of conversations. Will they go?
Just wait.
Will they go on the Bill Camino? Have you seen Bill's car?
Which one?
The not the BMW. His new.
Oh, the Hyundai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hyundai truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good
what he
stuff.
needs. Well, dude, I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but we're at an hour.
No,
It's crazy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we're at an hour.
it is amazing. We say this each time, and I'm sure everyone else says it, but it disappears. The time it disappears.
Yeah.
So-
But it's fun. It's a great time.
Yeah, no, we had a great time. We always appreciate when you come on and show us all the cool new stuff that we have to look forward to. As promised, new products that are out. There again, we try to bang through as much of it as we could. If you saw something you like, head out to a retailer or go online, wherever you'd like to do. If you'd like to learn more information, of course, us.jvc.com, as well as kenwood.com/USA/ whatever. Just gets you there faster. Trust me, it'll get you there faster. Don't go kenwood.com. It's just like, I always make that mistake. And I'm like, click.
When in doubt, just Google it.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Type
You'll
in
get there.
Kenwood Car Audio. You'll get there faster. But either way, thank you so much for coming on the show and being here in person and letting us all get to see and play with some of the new products that we have.
Thank you, Dean. Thanks,
No.
Fernando, for having me. Thanks to all of you for tuning in.
I'm not
we
thanking the
appreciate-
camera that decided to break in the
No.
beginning of the show, but
Yeah.
hey, these things happen. Listen, guys, thank you for spending your Wednesday nights with us. And of course, don't forget to tune in Saturday. We'll be back here again. No guest, just a standard straight Q&A. So if you had questions and we didn't get to answer them this day or Monday for that matter, make sure to tune in on Saturday and I will put on my running shoes and try to answer as many questions as I can for you. Fernando and I will just go through it. I'll keep the answers short and to the point.
Yep.
Don't forget to tune in Monday. We have our next guest on, which is Mr. Nick Wingate. We're going to be talking about amplifiers, specifically the Moscone Gladen Focal style. And then next Wednesday, a week from today, we'll have Brian Schmidt on talking about Master Tech Expo.
Cool.
We're going to make some announcements for that. You guys are going this year, right?
We'll be there.
Yeah. Big show.
I think it will be.
I think it's going to be a huge show. It's if you're not, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff out there. We're going to be giving away, I think, 8 passes for guys.
Those
to
aren't
come.
cheap.
No, they're
No.
not. They're like $800. So we're going to be giving away 6 or 8. I don't remember, but you still have to get your hotel and your flight.
I mean, you've
but
seen inflation. It could be $1,000.
it could be
by now.
$1,000 by
Yeah.
this time next year. Yes, this is true. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be giving away
Maybe
8 passes,
lollipops.
so that'll be a lot of fun. So hey guys, stay tuned to the shows as always. You can find us here on YouTube and Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where we go live almost daily, at least 3 times a week. I've found looking at the numbers, and we answer questions there too. So it's a lot of fun to catch up what's going on in the Bay. Make sure to tune in tomorrow on Instagram because we'll have some new stuff we're going to be showing you. So it's pretty exciting there. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you, Seth, for coming on. Make sure to head over to their pages and check out their stuff. The subwoofers won't be up yet, but hey, everything else will be. If those new short chassis radios looked appealing, they're fun. They're fast. They're so fast. All right, guys, you have a great day as always. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.